Welcome back, BSers, to another exciting episode of Belonging Songs, your weekly podcast that brings you a brand new original song each week, then talks about the theme of that song and the processes that went into writing and recording it, and sometimes the revisions we make along the way. I am your host, Wade Dana. With me, as always, my good friends, Patrick Crane.
Welcome back.
And Brad Maurer.
Hello.
You guys want to explain why we were just laughing?
No, it's probably best. We breeze through that.
So we're remote recording, and each of these guys have a light on the ceiling in their background, and they look like boobs, and they were playing with them. So okay, now that we got that out of the way,
I don't think we're done, but move on.
This is going to be going on all day. We are just large children.
Right.
What's new, guys? Yep, that's
nothing.
what I thought. Cheese and rice. Nice day out, huh?
The weather's good. Yep. Gas prices are low.
Yep, okay.
Yeah.
Wash the house.
Yeah.
Patrick washed the house today. I tried, but my power washer was broke. Brad,
We did a
you were
bunch of
burning
choring.
stuff.
Yeah, choring all day
Finally
all
nice
day.
here in Michigan, though
for a day.
it's supposed to snow next weekend. And we are past Easter. What's the date today? May 3rd.
Yeah.
And we are...
By the way, BSers, in case you've been paying attention, there are normal people that live in Michigan.
Oh, yeah. We do not.
Just want to get that out there.
Oh, that's right. We're national, aren't we?
Oh, we're international.
I always forget that we're international or national right now.
Yeah, we're out there impressing the masses.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't let everything fool you. Mostly normal, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if you disregard people with guns at the Capitol in this podcast, Michigan is a nice place.
Right.
That's
Then
true.
don't tune into our other podcast.
Coming soon.
What have you been up to, Wade, besides trying to power wash your house?
Just trying to stay inside because I don't like going outside because it's too nice out there.
You're going to miss that week with no bugs, though.
Right.
Oh, dude, that is gone. That is gone.
No.
I was out yesterday, bugs everywhere. Had to get a hat because they wouldn't stay off my head.
My wife threw some mulch over some ground bees today,
Ooh.
and they weren't happy.
Have you guys seen the
Oh,
news
man.
of the new killer?
Oh, yeah.
Crazy
The murder hornets?
Yeah, the murder hornets. I'm pretty excited about those.
The ones that are like the size of your hand.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They're like this
They're like
tall. Yeah.
2 inches long or something.
Last time the murder hornets beat the Teldons in X inning.
Was that tournament play?
I don't remember.
Yeah. Memphis Murder Hornets.
Okay,
Yeah, strong team this year.
to put that on the charter. Somebody writing that down?
Yep.
Okay. BSers, we're referencing Arrow Catch, which, you'll get to know soon enough.
Yeah, just stay tuned.
So today, we've got a song for you, though. This is one of my songs. We've actually tried to record this episode once, and we failed. It turned out horrible, so we're trying again. And why did it fail? Because I think I was embarrassed to play the demo. And I just brought the finished song, and we listened to it, and it was basically just a really short episode where nothing happened.
So we realized that Wade pretty much just assumes his songs are perfect and just goes right into mixing them without any review.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And,
it's a power
and
grab.
Patrick and I have convinced him that, listen, bro, you're like us. Sometimes you need a little nudge in a direction.
Yeah, got to pull them down. Jesus.
Right. Don't just go ahead and put a bow on it.
Yeah, so going forward, I'm going to always bring a song pre-mix to listen to the podcast, so we have more to talk about. And that was just, me having the facility and capability to finish my songs. And I get excited and get recording them and finish them and then want to bring them to you guys. So I don't know why it took that long to figure out that it would be better podcasting if I did a bounce down of the song pre-mix. And bounce down means taking the multi-track down to a 2-track recording to listen to for the BSers. I don't know why that took so long to figure out, but we're going to do it from now on. On that note, shout out to Flint, Michigan, winning the downloads for the most recent episode. And I want to give a special shout out to we've had some regular listeners in Germany and France. And by listeners, I mean there's one person regularly listening in Germany and one person who's been regularly listening in France. So if that's you, if you're in Germany or France right now, we're talking directly to you. Thank you. Please send us a message. Let us know how you found the podcast, who you are.
It's absolutely mind-blowing how, this day and age, something like that can happen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's really cool.
It's just nuts.
We've had international listeners, but I've noticed recently we've got those too who have been regularly showing up. So thank you so much, and I hope you stick with it.
I was listening to the podcast Striped, which is like
Gremlins.
It's like the chronological sort of ascension of the White Stripes.
Okay.
And how that was like the last kind of era of like making albums and having to distribute things and get things to DJs. And, they were playing their albums in Europe for like a year before they even knew.
Oh, really?
Like almost all of like 2000. Some DJ, Patrick probably knows who it is. It's like the most famous DJ over there. I can't remember his name.
Just got a hold of an early copy and ran with it?
Yeah, well, just was in a record store and bought it and liked it and started playing it on the radio. And then turns out he just kept doing that. And, they're over there getting huge and they had no idea. They're touring in this, old van. So it's crazy how we do this little podcast from essentially your basement. And the next day we know that somebody, or as soon as somebody listens to it in Europe, we know about it. It's huge. It's crazy.
We probably need to make a Big in Germany t-shirt.
Right. Yeah. Us in the Hoff. Right?
Wasn't the Detroit musician Rodriguez? He
Sugar Man
was never big anywhere, but then exploded.
South Africa.
Yeah, and never knew.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, the dude's like mud and drywall and shit.
Yeah.
He's huge over there.
Yeah, that would
Crazy.
never happen these days.
No. You would at least know.
Yeah.
So that's incredible to me that, maybe we're just getting old that we can figure that out that fast.
Mm-hmm.
We probably need to sell CDs out of the trunk of our car.
Yeah. Maybe it's a bot. Hopefully it's a real person.
Yeah, hopefully.
Get the bot police on it.
Did it want to have sex with us? Because that's how we know if it's a bot.
Yeah. Was somebody from Germany looking at our Instagram?
We are very popular with the ladies on Instagram.
Tell you what, if there's ever a time where we want to pay for it, we got ins.
All right, we should probably move along. So, yeah, this song is an old song for me. I was trying to think when I would have recorded this, and this would have been probably directly after I had finished all the songs for my Adults with Needs album, which was in 2009. So I just kind of kept rolling on recording songs, and this would have been in that next group. So this is probably 2010 was the original conception of the idea for this song. And then it sat around for 5 years, and I probably tweaked with it again, and then it probably sat around for another 5 years, and I would pull it up and tweak with it. At some point, I had my friend Chris put drums on it. I'm sure at one point I was like, oh, this song's ready for release, and you'll hear shortly that it definitely was not at all, even close to anything anyone should ever listen to. So, but the riff and the guitar part is always something that I've really liked and always have come back to. So I really have wanted to do this song the right way, and this podcast has given me an opportunity to do so, and I'm pretty excited for everyone to hear the results.
Did you do a total rework of it, or is it?
Yeah.
Are the bones of it the same?
So the demo did have some elements carry over. So I used the drums, but I did chop them up to fit a new arrangement, which you'll hear. The drums are a live performance that I used in the new re-record. And I think there's an organ or a synth sound that I also brought over. And think there were some wind chimes that I used that were in the original recording. So I took a couple little elements, but everything else is a complete re-record.
Is the song like all the same parts, but just completely rearranged and re-performed again? Or did you come up with new parts when you finished it, essentially, finally?
Well, you're going to find out.
Yeah.
But I can tell you, the demo only has like 2 or 3 parts that repeat over and over again. It wasn't a full fleshed out song. So I needed more parts. So when I went to re-record
you saw it in the demo to where you were like, okay, I need to contribute some more to this and do some things.
So I rearranged it and turned it into a song. And you'll hear on the demo that I had a couple ideas for lyrics, but then there's just a lot of gibberish. It doesn't make any sense.
I have like 6 songs right now that are full gibberish.
So I clearly was just singing like things to get ideas.
Yeah,
and at one point I'm just talking. It's horrible.
You get John Frusciante on guitar, and that becomes a hit.
Yeah, that's right. We done mundane gone to dinner bone.
Yeah. You'll hear, I mean, it's really bad, which is why I didn't want to originally play it when we tried to record this episode initially. So why don't we jump in and listen to this?
Yeah.
So then we can talk about it.
All right.
And the original title for this was called That Awesome Feeling.
Yeah.
That is not what it's called now.
All right. Let's listen to this thing.
All right, here we go.
Pretty much everything's already been said. But if there's anything left, I hope I figure it all out first, and you never do. So I can feel more alive than you. So I can be more alive than you. Lots of crazy drag, yeah, I know it's true. So little time with so much shit to do. So I just step back and be glad to realize that at least I'm not looking out into and through your
pretty much ready for release,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's wrapped up.
That's fucking mess.
right?
Yeah.
Can you see why I didn't even want to play that?
Well, no, I can't actually. I mean, it is a mess, but there is a lot of redeemable stuff in there. It's not like it's a disaster. It's just
Oh, it is though. I mean, there's like
No, I think the only issue with it, and you'll probably agree, is just your mindset was that it was done at one point.
oh my god.
And it's clearly,
It almost sounds
it's
like two
clearly
songs stumbling over each other.
yeah.
but it's just it's like very clearly just a jot down
Oh yeah.
of ideas. You know, the melodies are strong in it.
Yeah, isn't it funny? At one point, I was just like, yeah, "That's good."
Yeah,
I can't believe you would have ever thought that was good enough, knowing you. Because you're right. It sounds like there's two tracks being played on top of each other.
yeah. The instrumentation's just jointed to all get out.
Oh yeah, and you can tell the vocals. I'm trying to do it all at once, so by the end, my voice is blown out, and plus none of it makes sense, and some of it's not even words.
Yeah, there's no arc with it.
That's why this song never turned into anything, because it was just an idea and a total kind of mess of one.
I like some of the stuff in there, and that's what makes me excited about the new song. I like the wind chimes, and I know those are still in the new version. Spoiler alert. I like the bass groove. It just drowns out everything, and it's disjointed, but
yeah,
I think the bass groove is good. The main guitar riff is great.
So that main guitar riff is what I've always liked.
Clung to.
Yeah, I've always clung to.
The chorus, the yeahs get in the way in this mix way too much.
Oh yeah, and everything just drags on way too long. It just keeps repeating those two parts.
Yeah, it
So
overstays its welcome.
you can see why I needed to rearrange it into a cohesive song that made sense.
And I'm glad you did.
Yeah, like the lyrics. Now this is called More Alive. You can tell there's a certain point in this demo where I'm just like flying with whatever lyrics come to mind. And there's screaming, there's yelling, there's talking. All that's nonsense, and it doesn't really even relate to the beginning part of the song, which were actual lyrics that I had written. In those, I retained those first like two verses, but I'd come up with more lyrics to fill the rest of the song out so it would make sense.
I always have such a hard time doing that. That's why I was asking earlier, because like a rewrite or a reassemble or adding pieces to a song that you already like you had thought was complete at one time, you know, maybe I would have just gone through and maybe just pulled some things out of it so it didn't sound like it was stepping on each other's toes, you know, the instruments.
Right.
But it's really interesting that you heard some other potential in it and you took the time to go through and actually do it, because I struggle with that.
Yeah, I do too, and that's probably why this sat around for a decade. Because clearly you can hear it needs a lot of work, and it was something I always wanted to come back to and do. And like I said, this is a good opportunity to do that. So I was excited to redo this song and turn it into something that is a real thing. And I think I have done that, and it's quite a big difference. So should we listen to that? Because I don't know. There's no reason. Would you
be pissed if I told you I accidentally listened to the new version and that was my comments?
Oh. I wouldn't be pissed, but I would be a little disappointed.
Okay. That's a good dad explanation there.
There's just not a whole lot more to say about this other than it was just an idea. And this next version will be ones we can comment on the songwriting and the technical stuff and all that. So
I think that's fun to listen to, like how it started out in the earliest form of it. It's interesting.
Yeah, that was probably, like I said, 10 years ago, and now you can hear 10 years of learning how to craft songs better in this next version. So now is the updated version of More Alive.
Better craft dinner.
Everything's already been said. What if there's anything left? I hope you figure it all out first, and you never do. So I can feel more alive.
So, what do you think?
Brad?
I really like it. I like it a lot. The only thing, well, let's do what we always do. Let's start with the positives, or what we've been doing lately. I love like the new parts that you added to it.
Mm-hmm.
Bridge, the solo part that's like probably one of my favorite guitar solos that you play.
Oh, cool.
I love that. The only thing I have that's any small amount of negativity is just the in and the out of that solo. Like, it seems like the song really ramps up. It's funny because you said something similar to us about another song. The song really ramps up and then it kind of shifts down a little bit.
After the solo?
No, before it. Like, the solo itself is a little bit of a lower feel, because you're kind of getting it, and then you kind of break into this chill kind of guitar solo, which I kind of like. It just seems like it could be, I don't know if there's something that could spill into it from that previous verse.
You think like just a measure of added, I don't know, crescendo to bring it into there?
Yeah, or just something that carries that into, right now there's a very fine line, and it's like that awesome, like, build chorus stops, and then the solo starts, and the solo is great, but it doesn't necessarily blend together. Mm-hmm. So it's just something to kind of span that little gap, because it's really cool, because it comes in punchy, but it's a little bit more chill than the rest of the song. And then same thing coming out of it, which I think the out is a lot better than the in, because you go back into the do-do-do-do-do part, which is pretty good. But coming into it, it just seems like maybe a little spill in. Maybe it's a reverb from those vocals, and only that reverb carries through, and you kind of fade it out after it goes into it. But like, just something to kind of blend those two in, yeah.
Now, Brad, have you listened to this at all since last we or tried to record this?
No, on purpose, but I should have listened to it earlier.
I was just curious.
But that's the only negative note I have, is just that one spot, and it was kind of funny to me because it's something you told us about leaving home, was the solo comes back too far. But I don't know that you were trying to do that in this song, But it's awesome. I love the arrangement. Obviously, the performances are like a million times better. The mix
is night and day.
The mix is above and beyond. It's so thick sounding, which that song needed that weight. You know what I mean? Like, not necessarily bass heavy, but the tone is in the middle, and it needed that. It kind of needed that weight. It was really thin on the demo.
I think what's really amazing is the fact that is the same drum performance. So somehow my friend Chris, was able to do those drums to that really horrible demo, but I was able to take those and lay this song on top of them, which is a testament to how good of a drummer he is. But
I can speak to that firsthand, that he is a phenomenal on the beat every time. Simple, does the fills when you need it.
Yeah, and I had to chop up his performance a little bit because there wasn't that bridge, there wasn't that solo. So there's a little bit of cut and paste going on there, but I think it worked pretty well.
I don't think that's something that's unheard of this day and age with drums, and you did it out of necessity, not out of, wasn't what you set out to do. Obviously, you'd probably like to have a performance straight through, but we got shit to get done.
Right. So let's talk about the theme a little bit. What do you guys take this song as being about? It's good. This is going well.
Yeah. We go to commercial.
Yeah. I honestly don't know. The theme I got was like someone becoming almost like a pathological liar to make themselves feel better about themselves.
Okay. Interesting. Brad, any thoughts?
Brad, that means I'm wrong.
Yeah, interesting usually means wrong. It's like a polite.
There's the tongue-in-cheekness of the I can be more alive than you thing. Basically, the song is intended to be about cutting toxic people out of your life and then kind of having that chip on your shoulder about it of like, well, I kind of hope they fail and that I do really good,
Thanks for giving me an opportunity to answer your fucking question.
Wait, did we not try to give him two opportunities?
I just wanted to dig you.
We're a little rusty on podcasting, BSers. it's more difficult over the internet.
Notice Wade also didn't ask me what I thought of the song. We just got right to the fucking theme.
Right to that. But I think you can kind of tell that it's tongue in cheek by the way you're singing it. I think there's songs that you can tell that you're singing seriously, and songs that you're doing sort of with a little sarcastic bite.
Yeah,
and just
I hope that came
voice,
through, because I'm not really
does.
egotistical, as egotistical as the character in this song, even though I wrote it.
No, I think it's more a little sarcastic,
Right.
too. So I kind of read that way.
Maybe that didn't come through as well as I intended.
Yeah, I didn't pick that up in the lyrics, but that's all right. We've at least I've missed the mark a couple times on lyrics for this show, but that's what people do with songs. They make it their own.
Now that I've said that, I hope that you will make the connections.
I do see. Yeah,
I'm not willing to put in that effort.
Yeah, I didn't think so. I could tell. By the way you were playing with that lamp above you, I could tell. Total disinterest in the podcast.
I think you can feel it when you kind of go through the lyrics again, Patrick, like the dumb rhetoric or false pretense ideas, and I'm happy to see you won't accomplish anything that'll be perceived as any sort of appeal.
Mm-hmm. How about this? You guys willing to listen to this again?
Yeah.
With that theme in mind, and also I would like to pay special attention to that solo spot, Brad, to see if you have more thoughts on that, because I
would like to do that, and then you as well, just to see if you can hear in your mind maybe what I was trying to describe.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, let's give this a second listen.
Pretty much everything's already been said. What if there's anything left? I hope you figure it all out first, and you never do. So I can feel more alive than you. So I can feel more alive than you. Life's a piece of jam, yeah, I know it's true. So little time with so much shit to do. But I just take a step back and be glad to realize that at least I'm not looking out into it through your eyes. Feel more alive than you. I can feel more alive than you. When I was blind and tried to get away with it, all the shame was filled up inside. Then I cried and the weight was carried off of me. I was naive and I didn't understand why. Ooh, I got that feeling. Ooh, I got that feeling again. Ooh, I got that feeling. Ooh, I got that feeling again. In certain states, my mind will wander off the place. When I forget the stage, become preoccupied. Troubles get loud, and worries I hid behind. Daydreams of our well, filled with better times, yeah. Ooh, I got that feeling. Ooh, I got that feeling again. Ooh, I got that feeling. Ooh, I got that feeling again. So now that you, I can see what's true and real through the dumb rhetoric and the false pretenses I do. And I'm happy to see you won't accomplish anything that'll be perceived with any sort of appeal. I feel more alive than you. I am more alive than you. Yeah, I can feel more alive than you. Oh, I am more alive
One thing I didn't give enough attention to last time was the outro, like the very end. I like that.
I'm not sure if Patrick's still listening to the song or not.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if that meant yes or no. You're not listening to the song?
But he doesn't want to talk.
I don't know what's going on. Okay. All right. We're good. Brad, what about that outro that you particularly didn't notice before that you did this time?
I didn't let it ring. I like it that it rings out for a while.
Oh, okay.
I like it a lot, actually. That was just a little side note. The only other thing I picked up, one to start with, is I definitely get the lyrics completely. I think every one of them, every word of it makes sense, how you applied it.
Okay.
I probably would have gotten that after a couple more listens, I think.
Yeah.
Especially given the way you sing it.
Uh-huh. And the bridge is basically an analogy on shedding certain things to feel better, which is the same
but
idea.
I could definitely see
way.
somebody just going, I hope you're not doing well.
Right.
So that way I can feel better about me.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much what the song is, which is good.
Yeah.
The only other thing I did notice on it was the second chorus, like when you start it, seems like you were probably doing it. I don't know if you were doing it all at the same take. So like you don't get the I in the beginning of that second chorus.
Like I can feel.
Yeah. It just seems like it comes in on the second word. So check that out a little bit. In case there's something in the back you can bring up. It just seems like it comes up as can feel.
Yeah, probably was just the way I was singing it. Maybe I was continuing. It was hard to fit that in, maybe.
Yeah.
And maybe I need to go back and overdub it.
Yeah, another take and just throw it in front of it. Just that was a little distracting on that listen.
What did you think about the solo there? I really like how it downshifts there kind of into the different groove.
I kind of do, and I do on second listen. The only thing I know you can't do is, like, I just think it needs probably a little bit of a beefy fill going down.
When I was listening to it, that's what took me a little longer to finish, as I was cycling back to listen to the start of that solo a few times. I think at 206, where you're starting to build into the solo, I almost hear it going up an octave instead of you sort of working down the neck, working up the neck into a higher register.
Like where it goes, dun, 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 dun,
yeah.
Dun.
Just so it builds a little bit into that swell.
Okay.
That's my only thought on that. But it's right at 206.
I just went back and cheated and listened to that a couple more times since you noted the time. I kind of like that it goes down. The guitar, the lead part actually goes down from there. I just think probably it would have to be fixed with drums, which you probably can't do. And I think after a couple more listens, the point would be moot. I don't know that maybe you necessarily even have to do anything with it.
Yeah, like I said, that there was not a fill there, probably because there was no solo there, so that was a cut and paste from a different section, probably.
Yeah. That's the only thing. If it was a drum program, I would say, maybe go back and try to fill that in a little bit, just so it brings us together. But there's probably not much you can do other than maybe, like I said, do like a reverb spill. Or something like that, or a delay tick where it kind of just goes into it and then dies off a little bit.
It seems like both of you agree that it needs a little something right there.
Yeah,
just something small. Yeah, I don't.
Have you thought about yelling guitar?
I do have a kazoo.
Oh yeah, put the kazoo through the pig nose.
So I mean, the other thing that Patrick mentioned earlier was some space, and that's not a bad idea either to try out. If you just move it a minute, like just the 2 beats. Then maybe it just needs like a breath. You could do something like that. I don't know. I'd have to hear that for it to be warranted, good or bad.
I was going to comment how much I like the keyboard in the background. I think it adds a nice meatiness to the song. I wonder if you could almost do something with the keyboard there. Not necessarily like a solo on the keyboard, but just make it
a stutter or something that happens there.
Yeah. Because that keyboard just provides a really nice level in the background that ties in with the fuzz on the rhythm guitar. I really like how those are blended. So I wonder if maybe you could pull the keyboard out of that mix a little bit to elevate it. It's just a thought. I don't know if it'll work or not.
Yeah. Sounds like something I'll have to address. Looks like Brad's going back to listen again.
He's watching.
Let's
true
talk
crime
about him
shows.
while he does it.
Yeah.
I could see something like that. You guys talking about me?
No,
I
not
kind
at
of
all.
like that's. I'll give you one good thing about this is I can control my own audio and I can listen to shit whenever I want. So I do like being able to go back.
No, I just like that you look like you're doing instant replay on NFL football.
So here's a question for you, because when we did this episode originally, or tried to, you guys both gave this song the okay.
Yeah. We what? We gave it an A?
You gave it the okay, like it's done.
Oh, we were probably.
Yeah, but we're re-recording. Now we're coming back twice as hard.
I'm just curious as to the change in perspective.
I don't.
I think
know.
more careful listen.
Yeah.
And again, take what we're saying with a grain of salt. It's easy to sit over here and say, try this. I'll tell you what, doesn't sound that different from the demo.
Okay.
Have you tried just putting the demo over it?
I haven't tried that yet.
Maybe just try that.
Maybe if I
Play it backwards.
put a fade on the demo so that it
Right.
really kicks in right before the solo.
Like I said, that's a very subtle thing, and that's a very minute, really.
Mhm.
Like I said, if I were to listen to it a couple more times, I could probably get used to the way you did it. Might not need anything.
Yeah,
Just
I even
when I
feel
gave it
less
a careful
strongly
listen,
about it
that's all
than that.
that's the only piece I heard, just because it kind of made me go, And if that's what you want, if you want to kind of have it slap you a little bit,
Mhm.
that's what it's doing.
I guess I wasn't really thinking about that. You know, sometimes I will intentionally do that, but I wasn't thinking
Yeah.
that. I was thinking that this is just going to be the solo part. And
Yeah. I think if you're trying to get it to flow together,
mhm.
you might just need just something like Patrick's idea with the keyboard's really good.
I was conscious of the fact that the solo was kind of a departure from the rest of the song. It does kind of, like you said, shift gears a little bit there. It's like a smoother ride on that part of the song, which I like, but
I love it. Yeah.
I'll definitely pull that session back up and see if I can do anything to make it flow a little better. And in the meantime, if you guys want to listen to this a few more times, see how you feel, and then you'll have a better idea when I come back with a revision to compare it to. What I'm saying is we should
Absolutely.
jump into the time machine right now.
Yeah, we should.
All right, let's do it.
Dave?
Hang on. I think we got to get behind it and push it.
Yeah.
Are you talking about Dave or the time machine?
No, Dave doesn't have.
You
it
know what?
moving yet.
No, we push it out into the road, and then he takes a gas can and pours gas behind the tires, and then lights it up so it looks like it's going really fast.
And then he's got to hop back in to pop the clutch because the starter's broke.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're on top of a hill, right? Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, we'll be right back after this. Set course. To the future! Okay, welcome back, BSers. From the past to the future, we're here in the virtual world, podcasting again.
It's a hell of a ride, man.
Yeah, fucking
Brad's
lawnmower,
looking
man.
scruffy. Patrick's got who's the hair you said?
Who do you decide? Tom Snyder.
Tom
I was
Snyder
gonna
hair.
say Tom Sawyer.
What was that?
It's a mean ride.
What was that?
Tom Snyder, Tom Sawyer walked into a bar.
It was it late Nightline? What was
Yeah, I don't know. It's something like that.
It was one of those. Is it late show?
If you're Tom Snyder and you're still alive and you're listening to the show, just drop us an email, give us a review, let us know how you're doing.
We'll let you host.
Right.
All
I'm
right.
guessing he got rid of the rug.
Tom Snyder. Did he announce a retirement? He was just gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, he went out like radio.
Yeah, like a
You know,
miasma.
Him and Craig
Yeah,
Kilborn
like
are on a beach somewhere together, 6 feet
Yeah.
apart. I don't know.
Hope he's safe. Hope he's sheltering in place.
Yeah, he is.
Okay, well, we are back talking about my song "More Alive." Does anybody remember where we left this?
I
No.
think we listened to it.
Yeah, we did.
We did.
No, so
fuck.
you
Sorry,
guys...
time out. My dogs are being fucking obnoxious.
Son of a bitch.
Fucking hell. Sorry about that.
And which dog was that, Patrick?
That was both of them this time.
And can you tell the listeners their names again?
Nola and Wembley.
I think we should probably get some pictures up of Nola and Wembley
We can do that.
because people like dogs.
Yeah.
They made it on the
Yesers
show.
like dogs. I think we've been going about our Instagram presence all wrong. You guys both have dogs. We start posting pictures of them playing guitars and shit. We're going to go
Oh,
catch fire on there.
Hell
You're
yeah.
probably right.
So
We already
you guys
talked
get
about.
on
I
that.
mean, yeah, that's the next best thing we can do since we don't have boobies.
Yep.
We get
Do-
our wives
dogs
to
on
dress
guitar.
sexy, and we put pictures of them on Instagram, and then we put pictures of your dogs on there, and we will fucking through the roof.
Yeah.
Through the roof. 10K in 3 days.
Right. So this song, you guys had comments about the transition going into the solo, if I
Yep.
remember correctly. And we've actually been back and forth a couple times on some of the edits and changes I made. So what I did was chop up the keyboard that leads into the solo part per Patrick's suggestion. We had kind of talked about that. And that ended up working pretty good because the keyboard was already there. Brad, you wanted something to kind of spill over into that solo
Yep.
to ease that transition. So I chopped that keyboard up to the tempo of the song and basically did a series of mutes, like an on-off series of mutes, like a binary 1-0 thing on the end of that keyboard, which made it stutter a bit. And then I put a delay on that so it kind of spills into that transition a bit. And I sent it to you guys, and you said that was good. That's kind of what you were
Yeah, I
looking for.
think perfecto might have been my comment or something like that. Yeah.
I probably bitched about it somehow, and then
I probably asked you to undo it and fix some other part.
And then there was another part in the second chorus, I believe, where a vocal line was getting masked by another one. And Brad, you had
Yep.
said you can't hear the word, and it was
Yeah.
there. I just had to go in there and finesse the balance a little bit.
yeah,
So I did that.
I think
Yeah. I can be more alive than you. The I can, I think, was being masked by the other line coming in, so you couldn't
Did
hear
you
it.
just overdub like William Shatner saying it?
No, but I should. Maybe we should go to the future again so I can do that.
Yeah.
No, so then I sent the revisions to you guys so you could hear them. You approved them, and now that's what we're going to listen to here.
Yeah, and I just want to say that Brad and I, when we approve shit, we don't just rubber stamp stuff. We're deliberative. We're a deliberative organization here. So it's not easy.
Yeah, we're not chuckers.
No. Never be chuckers.
It's got to be. It's got to
How
be.
was
good,
Chuckers
bro.
doing? Any of you talked to Chuckers lately?
Chuckers.
Old Chuckers?
Chuckers is good.
Yeah.
Him and Dave, Dave's been bummed out because he can't hang out with Chuckers as much these
Yeah,
days.
and
but-
Chuckers has the boat, and I think that's what Dave's really missing.
Yeah, and it's been nice, and they're itching to get out of that thing and just whatever. I don't know,
God, I
take the
haven't thought
shirts
about
off and eat
Chuckers in a while.
hamburgers. So
Chuckers brings his hamburgers in Ziploc bags. It's the weirdest fucking thing.
I know Dave's
And-
got
and-
bologna, Chuckers got hamburgers.
Yeah, and they're not even Ziploc. They're those sandwich bags where you just tuck the flap in. That's what
those are the
Chuckers
worst.
packs his burgers in. I don't even know where you get those anymore.
You know, that brings me to a good point because the tuck the flap in was the way I thought it was done, but I think it's actually you take that part and you fold it over.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Like, you
Yeah,
fold
you're
it
right.
over and it locks in tight.
They don't
I
give
just
you.
used those for a
Yeah,
long time.
yeah. There's probably like an
Probably why you
electronics
can't find them
insert.
anymore.
There's probably like a
Right.
20-page electronics insert fold out,
Right.
just like that comes in outlets that no one reads. That tells you about that fold over.
In
You're
the,
like, oh.
It's in the box.
Yeah.
on the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah. After you used them all.
Read before use.
Son of a bitch.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
now that we've
We should
figured
probably
that
let's-
out,
Yeah. Let's check in with Chuckers and listen to the song.
all right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is the revised version of my song, "More Alive."
Pretty much everything's already been said. What if there's anything left? I hope you figure it all out first, and you never do. So I can feel more alive.
You won't accomplish anything that'll be perceived with any sort of appeal. You feel more alive than you. I am more alive than you. Yeah, I can feel more alive than you. Oh, I am more alive than you. I'm guessing you guys haven't listened to this in about at least a week or so, because I haven't. And
Yeah.
That's probably when I sent you the revisions. Do you have any thoughts, having not heard it for a little while? Any new thoughts or anything?
I don't know if anything new. The solo just doesn't sound lonely anymore.
Yeah. So that
Yeah,
really
it-
made a big difference then.
Yeah, it was out in an island. The other thing maybe that I didn't notice before is how well that digital stutter, for lack of a better term, ties into the outro, where you get that same effect but more subtle. It provides a little bit of bookends.
Oh, cool. That must have been a happy accident, because I didn't
Yeah,
intend
it probably
that.
was, but it is. It's perfectly bookended. And the other thing I wanted to say is my favorite part of this song is the wind chimes, and even though that's my favorite part, I always forget they're there and they surprise me. So it's like a little piece of candy.
I will
with-
say it's the
with
only
each of
song
the
I've
scenes.
used wind chimes in.
Yeah, it's great. Every time I forget they're there, I'm jamming along. I'm like, oh, those fucking wind chimes.
Those wind chimes are out on my
Badass.
front porch right now if you want to hear them again.
I've heard them. I've heard them in the raw.
Yeah. When I was writing this song, I was struggling with the bridge part and the vocals, the way I sang them, like insert in the States. I was like, they're so monotone and samey, but I don't know, I really like them now after like being removed from worrying about the song so much. I like how it just kind of drives right through that section.
Yep.
Reminds me of like a guest rapper
Oh, okay.
when they just come in and they're like, then they're
Yep.
gone.
Peace.
I like that because it's like you just come in and you're like, when I was 5.
What,
Yeah.
what would my
DJ Khaled.
what would my guest rapper name be, guys?
I don't know.
Biggie Fry.
Okay.
Mick Wade.
All right.
I think you tied everything up pretty sweet.
Cool.
My little couple of concerns were good. And I did the same thing as both of you. You just kind of listened to it, wasn't listening to it to like help it or critique it.
Mm-hmm.
And I just enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's a nice little tidy song you got there.
It's a nice little
Mhm.
song you got there.
It's a
For,
nice
for
little song.
something that started out that you didn't like.
Yeah, or care
Yeah,
about really.
Like, it gave it no respect.
Well, I only liked the idea of it being a song. Like,
Right,
what was
right,
there
but you
before it
didn't
was
like-
horrible, and I didn't like it all.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so to go in and kind of, rescue it,
Mm-hmm.
it was worth all the effort.
Cool.
It was good. Yeah, I like it a lot.
Right on.
Patrick's writing down something.
Yeah, I just got an Instagram idea. More on that later.
Okay. Look out for that, BSers. Well, I
With
think
some
it's time to
pop.
get out of here then. It sounds like this song is
Right on.
wrapped up. Another one in the books, boys.
Good episode.
What episode of this be? This is, well, I don't like to
I
say.
think this is 43. This is
Check it.
episode 43, right?
Check with Chuckers.
Chuckers,
Right,
no.
Chuckers.
This is tentatively supposed to be episode
What?
23. So
Oh shit! What if Chuckers is lost in a different time than Uncle Dave?
yeah, that could easily happen.
What if he's in a different, like an alternate universe?
Oh god, damn it, Chuckers!
It could be because I haven't seen him in a bit, but I mean,
Yeah.
we're supposed to stay inside.
I
so.
think, guys, I think that's just classic Chuckers. I think eventually he'll come around, but he's just pulling a full Chucker right now.
Oh, so BSers, look out for that Instagram idea, Patrick Scott. We'll look forward to seeing what that is. Check us out there at Belonging Songs. We are posting stuff throughout the week, having fun there. That's become our main social media outlet. We are also on Facebook. Also, FYI, I just today added chapter markers to all our episodes. So now if you go back and listen to past episodes or any episode going forward, you'll be able to skip around to your favorite sections. So you can go right to the song revision. You can go to the future. You can get technical. all right there with the touch of your finger. So hopefully that'll make it easier for you guys to navigate the episodes, because we did have some feedback about people liking to go back and listen to the original version of the song, compare it to the finished version. And you can always go do that at our website, belongingsongs.com. There at the songs page, we post all the demo versions and the finished versions. And there's also extra pictures there that aren't on Instagram, so check that out. And as always, thank you for listening. We'll see you again here next week. McWade in house!
DJ Khaled!
Yeah, it's good. Boom, done. Next.